Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how to create this neon skull makeup look for Halloween. So I wanted to give credit to James Charles and Jarry The Worst. That's where I got my inspiration from. I'll leave their videos linked down below. So first I'm going in with this jumbo eye base, jumbo pencil, something like that from NYX. It is the black one. And I'm using this little flat brush kind of to just drag it around, which I don't really think is necessary. You can just straight up go in with a fluffy brush, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm just really making sure that there aren't any harsh edges and blending it out before I apply powder over it. Then right here, I am just going in with a clean brush. This is from e.l.f. I will leave all the brushes in the description or on the screen. And then after this, I am using the same two brushes to buff it out in the lower lash line. Now I am using this white eyeliner from NYX, and I am just kind of creating a line in the crease. I'm doing it pretty thin, but like I do mess up and then eventually make it thicker. As you can see, it's not turning out as like a thin straight line, like those little parts where I messed up. But it's okay if you mess up because you're going to be adding um, colors on top of it, and then you're going to be doing the liner again, so it doesn't have to be perfect on the first try. Now I'm kind of starting from like the middle of the eye and connecting it to the end of the top one, of the top liner, and just keeping it pretty thin, as I mentioned before. Now I'm using my Take Me to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to show what it looks like right here, but I just start packing the colors on with this tiny brush, and I'm using blue, then purple, then this bright pink, and then I'm going in with red, and after that orange, just the colors that made sense to me to blend into each other. And then I'm using the fluffier brush to kind of make sure they blend more into each other well. So then I'm doing yellow. After that I'm using a bright green. And then for the last color I go back to the blue I used at first. Now with this brush I am adding more of the same exact colors and at the same time blending them into each other. Now I am using that liner and making the line again, going over it. This is really going to help make the color stand out more, so you want to make sure you don't miss that step. As you can see, the colors are getting brighter and brighter, which shows the importance of repeating these steps. So now I am going in with that black shade and packing it onto the lid to set the cream base and also intensify the color. And then I am taking a flat brush and getting really close to my waterline just so the colors stand out more. And then I did the other eye off camera, and now I am starting to do the outline of the rest of the face. And I'm using a white pencil liner from ColourPop. Using a white one is best because you can easily wipe it away if you mess up, so that's why I use that one. And now I am just taking that fluffy brush and blending some of the black shadow onto those lines I just created. The reason why I did this step is because it kind of adds like dimension to the look and makes it easier because you're going to be blending black close to these lines. So it'll be easier so you don't blend away a lot of that color later. And now I am just going over the lines with the white liquid liner from NYX. So I'm just repeating these same steps for the rest of the lines. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I know it looks kind of messy right now, but eventually the look will all come together once you start adding colors and putting that black in it to really make the colors pop even more. So now I'm doing the same thing for the nose. So now I am adding that black pencil base in between the lines, and this is going to help make the black stand out more, and it just makes the process easier, in my opinion. Now I'm using that fluffy brush just to kind of blend that base into the closer to the lines. You want to make sure you do the black first so um, it isn't hard to do it later on. Here I started putting the colors onto the white lines, and you couldn't see that because I was out of the camera, which I do a lot. I apologize in advance, I kind of forget. But basically, I am doing the same color scheme thing as the top line of my eye. So I am going in with the same colors. I do it like twice, so I went in with these shades and then I did it again just because I feel like, as you can see, there's not a lot of pigment, but when you repeat the steps, I feel like it helps make the colors look more pigmented, so that's why I do it twice. Now I am putting some black lipstick and blending the black around the mouth because you want to do this first so it's easier when you're doing the teeth because it's going to be hard to get it really black around the teeth. I think it's just easier to do it on top with it already done. So now I am starting literally in the middle of my lip and doing like the two front teeth, I guess you would say. And I'm sorry you can't see again, but I kind of traced out how I wanted to do it, and I thought 8 teeth were the best, like 4 on each half of my face, I guess you could say, because if you look at my eye, starting from blue back to blue is 8 colors, so I did blue on the first tooth and blue on the last tooth. And then, as you can see, I kind of made these little dots on the top just for little like reference points. So I use those dots kind of as like a guideline so I would know how high to go. So since I was talking pretty fast earlier to match up these steps, I'm going to explain basically what I did in more detail. So first I used the tiny brush now to apply the colors, and then I apply them again to intensify them, and then I use the white liner to make everything brighter, and after that I use the fluffy brush to apply more of the color while also blending them into each other, and kept repeating these steps. And for the bottom of the teeth, I literally just like copied the shape of the one above it, so kind of like reflecting it. And then after this, I started going in with these colors, kind of as if I was starting from the top of the eye and going around, so blue and back to blue. And I used one shade per tooth, which is why I did 8 teeth. Now I am going back in with the white liquid liner. This is just going to make the colors stand out more and make them appear even brighter. And it just makes them look more pigmented as well, so this is why you don't want to miss the step. I feel like layering and repetition is like really important in this look, or like any skull look in general. Now I am using a bigger brush so it's easier to really set and intensify that black color. And I'm using a black single shadow from Makeup Geek in Corrupt. Now I am blending the shadows a little more together and adding more pigment at the same time with this brush. So I'm just doing the same process on every single color right now. I just wanted to get straight to the point and show you guys how to achieve this look. And I know I didn't do it perfectly. Some of the teeth were really messed up and I could have gone back in with like black to fix things, but I was in a rush to get to work. I was about to be really late. So I just left it like this. You guys get the point, but this is how I created this neon skull makeup look. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.